to Factorio Space Exploration. Today, I should be able to get planning Astro science, which is gonna all be done from Nauvis. I'm not gonna fly out. I might be quiet. I won't be able to fix that today. Can I remote do this entire thing? I think I can. Just put a few here. I'm gonna get that going because I need... If I want this to fill up, it's restricted by this, so this needs cargo section, so I need that moving. Oh, hello. Yeah. How are you? I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna craft. Hope you're doing well. I don't drop the control units. Where? Oh no, I should. I've done a lot. That'll be better. This will fix this, then I can get that moving, but this will craft gradually, and I can get started. I think I want this to output there. So it's on that side for... Well, I actually don't need that to be empty. I thought I had a... Oh, yeah, I do, right here. That's my emergency waste. Yeah. It's like, to me, it's sort of the, it's just like, the Nauvis science are not space science. These are all space science. These are all space science. But this is like the spaciest space science. Which might be an incorrect view. Oh wait, this shouldn't be doing that. Wait, no, that's fine. That's not breakdown, that's preservation. I'm glad, because it makes sense as a way to label it. If this is loading, yeah, that's fine. I can get to designing bot-based science, which is a lot simpler. Okay. This is the 3 types of observation data. 1, 2, 3. Those are all getting stored. I need to deal with cooling, but that can wait. Though I do need to get that moving fairly quickly, because I need to start saving up the fluid, because the efficient is very efficient. 1, 2, 3... I need crafting for observation frames, which is 0.9 of a manufactory. Yeah. It's fun. Hello. How are you this week? That's my crafting for the observation frames. Those are all delivered. I'll need a breakdown of the beryllium. This will need to grab... Oh, wait, no, that won't be set up there, because that's not how that works. This will be the beryllium plate crafting, which will temporarily let's feed into here. Don't filter that. Oh, water train. My only guess for a water train, I would guess something space elevator related, which would be similar to a planet without lakes and oceans. The only other thing I could guess would be like a spaceship? Like if you can load a train onto a spaceship to fly it somewhere, but that is unlikely in my mind. And also if I'm quiet, I move stuff around and it might be different. Boop, boop. So that's this. That will need to be removed because that won't be supplyable. I probably want to up the storage a bit. Oh, a train onto a spaceship sounds really fun. Okay. That's... Space elevators sound fun. Oh wait, space elevators were... Which means you did... I think you had already set up at least material science too. Okay, there's that. I need to produce those. Then these get supplied. 1,000 items per minute for each. Running these on space belts are the same as blue belts, default space belts. So that would be 1 belt worth. I need a lot of bots. I think I just need to figure out where to place this to run belts. These are 0.4. Oh, wait, these are not sped up. These will be sped up? Yes. It doesn't affect the estimate though. 8, 900. Oh no, let's say 10 and 1,000. It's 100 per minute. It's about 2 per second. So long inserters should work. That should be fine to long insert. Ooh. That can work pretty well with sharing a belt in the middle. Nuclear fuel and water. So I don't understand how that, because I haven't used it, so it's more complicated, but there's the power element of space elevators seems kind of complicated to me. It probably isn't, it's just reading text doesn't describe it very clearly. So it has an energy buffer split between the two. Energy is consumed to go up, and it gains energy going down. But presumably there's has to be a net loss of energy. It's kind of interesting. Yes. Like, unless... Yeah, not counting Space Age, this is the first time I've played through Factorio with something that isn't just vanilla. Might be a bad... Ooh. Oh, it's gonna look bad. Ooh. I mean, those can just move. Or I can just accept it looking less nice. Very weird. Train stop. Sure. Okay, so it's just shared power? Okay. Oh, so it does consume cables. I have to imagine it's not. Oh, that's weird. Oh, these are not placed. Oh, those are not placed right. Those need to be up one. Which would also mean this should move up one, but that would be a problem, so I'm not going to. One, two, three. Oh, I don't have space for the middle. These need to move. That doesn't... Something is wrong. 1, 2, 3. This is positioned so that that can be there. So these all need to... Oh, this is not set up in a way that this works. I can just move these over. It won't look quite as nice, but... Otherwise it will be a problem. This will be placed probably at the bottom. Applying the liquids will be its own deal. That's gonna look better. Then I can input there, output on either side, which will then need to be split. I shouldn't place that because that's the wrong type. I actually do need space splitters. I need to pay attention to that. Oh no, that's actually terrible. Oh, wrong type. I need to make a new hotbar for space building. Oh, it's the opposite. Copy that. Flip it. That should work. I think it's a little clunky. I need to lay out my speed upgrades, and I need to figure out how I'm going to beacon these, which won't work with what I have right now. Yeah. Didn't leave myself space. I can underground in a few spots. Oh, also I didn't line that up correctly. That needs to be one over. Very silly. Which doesn't help with the current failure to plan. I could move this up top. Create an underpass somewhere there. Fit that in. It will It'll look fine. Give me more space. This will help the beacons. I can hit 4 if I place it properly. Oh, like, are you saying like you drained a bunch of, maybe not copper, like regular, otherwise, resources that had not been an issue, but then because this, they became an issue. Oh, wait a minute, supposed to boost those? That's pretty good. That works out pretty well. Oh, yes. Oh, coal. Coal is a funny thing to run out of, honestly. Oh, okay, no, I have to plan this a little more. Like, coal is... feels like one of those resources that's like... I mean, it's always running at this stage, but... It's... It feels like it should be an early game resource, but it's relevant forever. Oh, this is gonna be... If I beacon here, I'd have to beacon in a place that I can't. I could move this whole thing up a bit. Oh, I could maybe even... It didn't go as far as I hoped it would, but... Wait, this requester chest is supposed to go with that. I actually have space. That is hitting. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Now I want to check my coal. I also need to see if this is filling yet. Yes, it is. Good. Oh, and it's totally full. Oh, I need to control this better. Nope, not green. What is red doing? Red should be fine. Enable if that equals 0. That should fix the issue. It's launch on cargo full to the landing pad, but the landing pad's probably still occupied. Current issue with it being occupied. The efficiency module should be going into here, but this is full. That is full because of an unknown reason. I could put efficiency modules up there. I could put green circuits. $248, 9600. And that should help move this out. The copper goes here as well. Oh yeah, I do actually need to lower the request as well. I'm currently requesting 200. That's too much. Which, it's not causing any issues. Well, it's causing issues, but it's not, like, halting progress yet. It's a lot of green circuits. This is emptying out fairly quickly. I have a deal there. I like the buffer chests. It makes it lazy to sort stuff. I don't expect it's the right choice, but is it even working? No rocket control units, which I might need to address. Can't really beacon those with what I have in my inventory. Speed 3s. Ooh, I'm on batteries. That's actually why it's an issue, not the speed. Because my battery production has not been upgraded in such a long time. It's still using yellow belts and yellow inserters. Remarkable. I have to watch this carefully. Make sure I don't upgrade anything that I don't want upgraded. That one is what I need right now. It should be upgradable. That path. I'm surprised I'm using so many. Missed the landing pad, need to be collected. They are all in range at least. So I got unlucky. That's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Okay, it's running just fine. See the uptick. That's a lot of spikes over 10 hours. Uptick in battery production. Boom. 130% increase. That should help. Sidetracked back to here. Oh yeah, because it launched, which means that it collected all that. Oh. I don't have a good setup for when it does this. Because it's all just going to go into the storage chest and then not properly make its way into the system. For things that aren't requested. Maybe more buffer chests would be good? Because if buffer chests can pull from storage, then that deals with random garbage being put here that is... No, but then these don't work. If this was a buffer instead of a passive provider, it might be good. Then I set a minimum buffer, so anything that over-collects in these storages in the case of a crash doesn't cause problems. Or Astro Science will solve this problem for me. Yeah. It's annoying. Oh wait, this is constructor bots, isn't it? I'm pretty short on constructor bots in space. I don't have many up here, so I should add more. Put those in here. Get that moving. Yeah. Which, I guess moving forward it will become less of a problem as I lean more heavily on bots. I guess this thing will be fine. It's basically just these lines here that will be a problem. The copper, sulfur, iron, greens, and those, which actually putting the greens up there is bad because I need them here. What I can do is introduce requesters for these products right now. Like a requester here. This is going to be a questionable requester, but it's going to go onto the belt for now. I might not have requesters in space, but I can't do anything about not having them. Might as well set them up so that I can send them there myself when needed. I can never find these rough data, which should be a lot. This can request those. Again, request from buffers is my least favorite thing I need to press every time. So, seeing that I have none of those, I will send up more of these. More of those. I kind of want to send up. There's a lot more of those than I need. But send some of those up. Well, this is empty at least. So the next rocket will be just fine. I need more construction bots to deal with this. I only have 25 here, so if it crashes, it takes a very long time to clear the issue. But that's not a current issue. It's fine. Nothing will break because of it. Do I have any vulcanite I can ship here? No, because I can't ship anything from here because I haven't sent parts. My part ship, how are you doing? You are currently full? Because I need more of those. Because I need to scale up this production. Oh, it's tough. I think I'll do... Scale that... Oh, I used one. Okay, that's fine. Modules, use... stick with tier 2s. What am I restricting these by? 1,000. I probably did that intentionally. So I'll trust my previous decision. We should fill up gradually. Still very, very slow. This is 6 a minute, this is 6 a minute, but my previous production was 1/5 of that. Six a minute. No, 10 a minute. No? I'm bad at math. 6 a minute. 12 a minute. About 1 a minute. Very bad production. I'm glad I finally started to address it. I still need to improve that other production to make those at that speed. Stop flickering. Okay. These. Yeah, I've been producing at about 1-ish a minute. Actually, about 10 hours. Average about 1 a minute. If I can keep this to like 10 a minute, that would be way better. But it's restricted by this, which is still not as limited by batteries as I thought. Currently limited by iron. Partially. is the iron? Oh, the iron's bad because the iron's jank. That's why. This is all feeding off of one line. The other line is not helping with this. Do I just need more iron? Or do I need to start moving more things into outer train bases? Like make a dedicated train for batteries and then rocket control units. Probably not right now, but I think that is something I will need to do. Atomic bombs are 40 minutes away. Can't wait. But this is all moving. This is slow. I can focus on this again. I think that is most... They're all beaconed. They will all be speed boosted. This should be the full production to here. I still need to make the astrometric data in an astrometric facility. But that can be done anywhere. Not yet. Great point. Oh, I could, as a part of that, I should check barrel on this planet. How's this going? Yeah, it's going okay. Be able to ship it soonish. I just don't have a lot of... Oh, I shipped up the amount of barrel that I was going to dedicate to other stuff, and then I think I turned the rest of the barrel somewhere that I felt would be easy to find, right here. I left that amount of barrel. Rocket. So that's the recipe that I should be using here. Let's rip this out and see if this actually works properly. Okay, I have to actually make sure I click the correct one. Secret, but I don't have the plates yet. Those will be handled in a questionable manner. I will do that right here. But I will, despite it being right beside it, I will do it with this. Which is a little silly, but this is a temporary chest. But yes, this is super efficient in terms of material, if I remember correctly. It's not a painful amount of beryllium. Especially if I add productivity. Now this is 0.1 per second. Geez, that number on the crafting speed, 0.1 per second. That's 0.1. Could that be 0.1 crafts per second? Or 0.1 instances of 2x per second? I guess I could check. This is a question mark second craft time. Where do I find craft time? I have 2.5 craft speed. It must be 0.1 per second. Is it a slower recipe? Oh, it is twice as long to craft. Okay, that makes sense. Which is why it's the same amount per second, but it uses less of the... Yeah, it uses a lot less of the various other materials, so I will consume fewer of those. Okay. Cool. Still very slow, but it will help. How is this controlled? It's controlled to 1000, that's fine. That's weird looking. But things that I was trying to do. That's working. I was figuring out the next step, which would be one of these somewhere, combining them. The astrometric is easy. Then I need 3 supercomputers, each getting 20 of each per minute. Yeah, this is all just gonna be bots. The supercomputers can be fed by bots because it's a low enough throughput. So for now, this will just be the recipe, can't I? This is infrared. This is not visual. This is UV. Nope. That is also infrared that I currently have set. This should be UV. Oh, I copy-pasted the whole thing left to right when I was doing the belts. That's why it changed. Visible. Visible. UV. Those are all going into a passive provider. That. Requester chest. Which I might move those somewhere else. I'll think about it. That will just request that. Not well planned. I was only thinking about providing those. Oh, wait, that's all I need to provide. Why do I have these requester chests? Those requester chests were for what were needed, but what's needed here is coming from that. So that is fine. That needs the liquid, that's fine. I need the outputs, which currently are not doable. I can make it work easily enough with underground pipe to grounds. Well, no, I can't, because these liquids are so restricted. I'll have to adjust. Okay, bad planning. I can move stuff, but I'll leave it there for now. I'll face the issue later. Because there's space to work with, so it's all fine. This bottom section is completely untouched. 3 of these, 3 of those. These feed... I shouldn't feed them directly, and that will be a problem long term. I will cause problems for myself. Just build blocks to work with. Those need pipes. Those can be dealt with later. Those will have to feed into a central pipe system. Oh, I have to design that entire pipe system. Okay, this is for insights. This is for... Oh no, that's for catalogs. This is for insights. Then 1 supercomputer for... What is it called? Significant data. Significant data. output significant data and blank data cards. It has no garbage data. Wonderful. That blank data probably just goes into a chest because it's easier to deal with it that way. But it will feed back into... It could feed directly into the insights. If I put them close together, I could just output it directly into the requester chest, which might be bad long term, but I think it shouldn't be too bad. If I plan those to be somewhere close together, I need... So this is output, input. Input is the cool liquid. It's kind of, okay, actually I can do this. I can adjust that to be more what I actually need. Those can feed up and in. These can feed together. I'd be careful here. These can feed together, whatever. As a side note, I'm gonna need to produce more of those. I want to speed that up. Do any speed upgrades sitting in these? Yep. Excellent speed upgrade sitting there. So those will be available soon enough. These all need to feed into a central system. I think I was going to do a central thing. This is going to be very temporary. Just to draw a line. It's going to be in this area. It's going to be shared between all these components. It really looks like a very big space now. These will feed out. I guess, yes, I need to treat it as an input and output from the entire system. So I need the whole, everything that uses these needs to be set up in a location as an input and output. All of these have been put in place. Now I need the, I think I do hypercooling just for the astronomic. I need it for this as well. And this. I think I do hypercooling on a per science basis. And if I need to adjust it, I can. What? I need to make sure my power is fine. Up to 5 gigawatts of potential production. I'm totally fine. Did I update my... Well, I think this can produce close enough to that it's not an issue. But I never did add more buffer when I added all of this. .8 times 874. 5.8 times 874 divided by 1,000. 5, yeah, gigawatts. The storage is not accurate. 160 times 12. 160 times plus 120 times 4 plus 480. That's 2.4 gigawatts of active production of steam. Should be very safe. Rocket. Not those. Those are important, but it's mostly this, which is in a good spot. Good. Back to space. So hypercooling will be done over bottom or left. Hypercooling is 9 hypercoolers. They have 2 inputs, 2 outputs. Oh, that's gonna be kind of nice for this. The only issue... Hypercooling to 273, hypercooling to minus 100. Which am I cooling to? I'm cooling to 100. That is... Oh, it's 3 inputs. Was it? Is always... No. Weird. Oh wait, no, it's because it's 2 colors, but the default has 2 inputs, 2 outputs. Okay, so the 273 is the one that it defaults to for its layout. Hypercool, the hot. This feeds back into the radiator system and then feeds in here. Yeah. The sun can help me with my heating of the stuff that I'm trying to cool. Oh, time to look at this. Yeah, it still spikes like crazy. Really like this. It's completely solved on Nauvis. Like, it doesn't take much more. But it's still nice to have it occur regularly. Okay, but I need more of these. It's kind of funny though. Let's do that for the moment. I need 9. These are such... They're so inconvenient with how these are placed. Can I flip them vertically? I can. I can flip both ways. So if I... place that to flip it, then if I flip it horizontally, I can feed it on the top. It would be a lot of pipe to grounds, and space pipe to grounds are annoying. Because space pipes are annoying. Because they take all this glass. But if I run, this is 2. Four. 8. 9 is such an awkward number. And I copy that one. So these can probably be closer. And this can be closer. If I run that supply and that supply, however I run it, I output cooled stuff up. This doesn't need to be that, I'm just thinking of the future. No sense in thinking of the future here. That's the hypercooling. It needs this. Return. more aesthetically pleasing. One less. Then that will go back into the central system. Said central system is 87 thermal radiators. A lot of radiators. I want to do... They feed out in and they output on both sides. Or in one side out. I could do 90, go slightly over just to make it look better, and do 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, there, 30, 60, 90. These are the inputs, which would be connected to that. That's the output. Do I want the output? I'd rather have the output on the bottom. Which it doesn't really matter. As long as I pick a side. I am gonna mess this up at some point. That's the input, that's the output, which... Classically, if you're actually doing a radiator, you want it to go in a specific direction. A direction that I cannot remember. Heat is all I need to think about. And air. This doesn't need to worry about air. You want air to be able to escape the top. It's weird. Oh wait, these run on power, don't they? Great point. Do they? They must. I was just thinking about, like, radiators just radiating passively. Yeah, they consume electricity. Oh, why not just radiate? I can do this, though. That will work. I just need to shift it over. Just make a little bit of space. Okay. Put that there. And make sure that it's placed correctly. That is... it's not quite right. Move this up one. And this up one. It's reasonably centered. It's not perfect. I think I can get... well, I can't get beacons for everything. I did plan beacons. It should be easy enough. I'll have to space it slightly more. Oh no. Yeah, slightly more. But the fundamental is still fine. Maybe even more than that to make it look better. So that I can actually center these. Those still hit all that. I will need to move this side. Beacons here will be easy enough. Oh, we need to make it even wider, but I'd rather have the beacons look bad. The beacons are fine. I'll have to adjust. I'll have to figure out how I want to make piping look not terrible, but that's not actually important. Oh, I don't hate when I have to adjust to actually... This, I wish this was where the positioning is just unfortunate. Can I make this look better? Not really. The pipes can't be much better. I still think this is probably 1, 2, 3 versus 3 more, yeah. One connection at one end is better. These are the outputs. I'll have to copy this over to there. I misplaced that somehow because I was not paying attention. Then I can get rid of... Should just delete that. And this doesn't have that, so this side is what needs to be copied. That is 75. Those are all powered. That is radiators. Probably should have cleaned this up first before I copied it. Don't want to waste this many scaffolds. Should I go here? No. Go here? No. I can't copy. Can't cut just the scaffolding. Okay. These need to be connected again. That's a different layout now. Oh, now I have to feed it in here. It will look better. So that should... Oh wait, the beacons do themselves need power. She did catch that for once. I think that's the 90 radiators with a few extra. I'm not going to have enough speed upgrades for everything that I'm planning, which I'm going to need to address on Nauvis. And I should do that sooner rather than later. Oh, that doesn't count the modules. I could do the math, I just wish it counted the modules. This is restricted by big motors. Big motors are restricted by the fact that my big motor production has not been scaled up since I first made it forever ago. I can probably get a good location like this and do some questionable bot crafting for big electrics. Should hopefully be able to supply it. I'm surprised it can request the lubricant here. If I shift right click, yeah, the shift click recipe doesn't do that, but the parameterized stuff doesn't. It makes sense. I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't adjust the lubricant request. Oh, hello. How are you today? I need to up the amount I craft to like 1,000 at least. This can be split up. This can request more. These are okay. I could try to set up a beacon. I don't think I have space. Oh, I do have space. Nice. That's fine. Huh. It's working. That's always a good first step. Function for functioning well. Really changed something here. Wow. Those are antiquated. I almost died to the train. It wasn't flying. Okay, that's looking fine. I need more vulcanite. The vulcanite is waiting on this. Honestly, I think I might just ship that. Copy that. I might just ship this to Vulcanite Planet so that I can actually get a bit of Vulcanite that I need. Atomic bomb in 7 minutes. Then I have to craft them. Cool. Be its own drain. Okay, this is short on crafting. These are short on iron. This is short on iron. I do just need more iron to flow. I probably should add another lane here. If I can. Each of those should be fully occupied belts in theory, so I should be able to just yoink a belt. It might mess with the overall balance, in which case setting up a balance for 4 in, 3 out is probably better. But in terms of current issues, this is the one that needs the iron. That's not right. Interesting. That will help. It's a bit janky, but it should help. it's a lot janky because this line, the way it grabs is from one side first, which is why it looks bad. It's fine. That's still short on batteries, which I can address. This is better. Still questionable supply here. Adjusting this to productivity and beacon speed boost might be worth it. If I fully productivity this, it halves the production per second. It does greatly reduce the drain, but it doesn't actually do what I need. I could do that for a few of these though, because the ends can be beaconed. Easily. Modules are evil at 2 and a bit times, about double, obviously. It's more efficient, still. It's good. Why did that have an ingredient shortage? Copper. I'm probably fully utilizing copper? No, I'm just not opening fast enough. Now it's a problem. But fully utilizing the copper, this belt cannot carry any more. This feels like I probably should have known that these two assemblers are doing nothing. I should have known that. More here, which is getting consumed and producing more of those. This is its own problem. This is filled up on rocket parts. Are the rocket parts still crafting? No, because I don't have enough of these, I don't have enough of those, but that's just slow. That up. I don't actually have the metric. That's 0.08, 0.04, 0.04, 0.16. Just enough. Okay. It's okay. It's the same, I assume. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's fine. So that's working a little better. I'm making modules faster. Back in space. They're still doing this because I don't have enough bots. I need to make science in the next hour. That's my goal. 2 hours, not hour. Hours, impossible. Okay, how many of these are there? 157. 750, that's 7 rocket launches. I should hopefully be in a better state to deal with this. What is this planet called? Sinza. Just send it. It's nowhere near ideal, but there it is. Sinza landing pad. Let that fill up. It'll land here. Those will get shifted. Do I have any long inserters? I do. They're right there. So I should be able to set a long inserter to grab a single one of these. Read that. Enabled. Can I do this? I can. Enabled if that equals 0, which might have an issue if it's in its own hand. I don't know. That should be able to handle this. This will filter there, then lead to there. That will do the... Oh, I actually have enough rocket section. I just need a space capsule. That's fine. That's controlled. That's currently fine. I can manually launch that will be fine. Sends a landing pad. Launch it. Slightly wasteful, but I think it's necessary. Okay, this is filling up, which is good. This will let me send another load of vulcanite, because I need about 6,000 iron ingots. I was standing on a train track, that's a bad idea. Are empty. Is the pickup filling up? No, because I shut it off. I could probably turn it back on now. That's the pickup. This is iron drop off. I think I have enough. I'm in a better state to actually make use of this, because I actually need it. That will collect it, send it here. This is still labeled. Good. Okay, that's all working. Spaceship here. Now ready to launch. It will go to default landing pad. And then I'll have more to work with, which will then get a bunch of robots moving. And this will fill up completely. And then it should launch automatically if it's empty, because it exploded last time. Oh wait, I haven't actually been paying attention. Is this full? No, it isn't. There's only a few things that don't get handled properly. So I need to set up the... Well, the science packs should get requested. So it's not too bad. They'll get dealt with eventually. Just they'll collect initially. Feed modules are fine. I need them for various things. Okay. Back here. This will work. I got distracted by the fact that I need 180 plus 8, 64, 128 plus 180, 300 and something speed modules just for that. 308 speed modules, that's a lot. But this feeds into here, then the output, it will look better if it mirrors that. The output needs to feed in to this. That will cool it. Output it, send it here. Those feed into here. The hot goes back in. The cool goes out there. The cool is needed throughout these systems. The cool is used in the telescopes. The astrometrics data and the supercomputers and the space manufacturer. That's fine. So this might move to a better spot. It does need to output. I guess I could just feed it here if I put it nearby. It's not too bad. This needs to feed into here. Okay, it's gonna move a couple down. I want it to go one down. That's probably fine. That's that. This will link there into the cool. That'll feed through the whole system. This can then feed up there, which could be where all the supercomputers go. These are fine. That one will be at the bottom. The supercomputers and the manufacturing. I could, probably is a bad idea, just do these in a line. But I don't think that will be for the best. It won't be that bad, actually. Beyond having to build more, it's all just feeding physical items via requester chests is the current plan. So if I set up a block like this, I could copy it if I need to scale it up. I'm gonna leave it there. Might be able to be placed closer, but that will be dealt with later. Those get the liquids. They need all their items, which I can supply at the top. And if I run that a couple spaces away and bring it down here, I should probably move this down to here. That's a lot of pipes. These pipes are really annoying. I could just run it here. Oh, it was so close. Then I can move this more precisely to here. I don't know if this is the best. That will get those. These will all have their own output chests, which feels a little wasteful. They can also be closer together, but that's okay symmetry. This will have... Yeah, these need maybe more controlled outputs. But it should be fine, as long as I have appropriate removal. It should be fine. With only one output. If not, I can adjust. Thermofluid. I have a huge space here where I can put my manufactory. Manufactory at the end, because that will look better. Producing Astro, which will need... These need requesters? Yes. Just need to remember to put the chests down. These also request. So should all requests just fine. Those requests need to be updated based on speeds. That's the wrong button. I will need to set up beacons. That probably doesn't... Oh, I didn't account for that. I'm assuming that should be fast enough. 280 a minute. Crafting 481. If I full speed boost. 1 if I beacon it. Less. Okay, good. So I do need to beacon and speed boost that. I had planned beaconing it, so that's fine. I'll have to lay out power, which should not be... Yeah, power will be fine for this. This probably also needs power. Oh wait, is this beaconed? Normal issues. These are... Yeah, I mean, everything's beaconed. I can make that better. I can just shift the pipes further up. And I can try beacon. Hitting those, right? Should be. 3. There. There. I'll do that for symmetry. This will need a beacon, but I can move that one's... That can be anywhere. Its position does not matter at all. That looks fine. That looks fine. And there. I could beacon there, and I think that should hit. It's hard to tell though, because it's on a half space, isn't it? It's not consistent. I think that should hit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should hit. Okay. That would be pretty good. Because... Mostly because it would let me put that here. Wait, that needs cooling, which is fine. I just need to think about how I'm gonna position said cooling. That's fine. Power. Oh, those overlap. This is not efficient beaconing. I think none of those should be overlapping. That one I'm very uncertain about, but beaconed. So if I look at this, 30, 39, 7, 7, 2. 30, 9, 7, 7, 2. I need production for this section. Oh. Okay, doesn't look like it's there. Not yet. I think the current... What's currently been set up, I still need outputs. This whole section, the central telescopes, I don't have an output yet. I need to fix that. Some of it would be pretty easy to fix. I just have to do that. Oh, that's not right. But the outputs will go... I think the output should go into chests, and then it should be... Oh, this is also not right here. Flaws. The outputs should be mostly fine. Once the outputs exist, they should be fine. The issue is I just don't have outputs here. And that is a problem for this. I might have to plan how this gets beaconed. Is it even possible for me to beacon it like this and have space for outputs? I don't think so. So if I move it, I guess I can move it out one. Yeah, I can move it out one, which doesn't solve the issue. It just is a part of it. The outputs are an issue. The byproducts, the scrap is fine. The scrap will go and get turned into landfill, which I can just forget about for now. The junk data, I do not currently have a requester for, but I could make one. The cosmic water, this whole section has not been built yet, so the cosmic water, biosludge, uranium, this stuff has nothing yet because I don't even have production for it yet. I think I need to get output for the main thing first. Once I have output for the main thing, which might need totally resetting it all, once I have the output, I can probably worry about this production line. The data cards are a core component. If I set up, it would be good to set that up in a way that it may be flexible. But I mean, it all being self-contained is also kind of nice. It's gonna be rough. But I do actually need outputs. I could probably shift this over one. It'll look slightly less nice, but then I can still beacon the same way. And I can have space for inputs and outputs. This would need to be one further. The only other option would be switching how I supply the liquid. Or moving stuff a lot, but... I don't want to. I want to see if I can get input, output, output. Clear this. The input could be that, but then I don't have space for that. So input would need to be that sort of thing, which will not work. Oops. In further later areas will not be able to accommodate the output can go to chest, that's fine. this area might not have the necessary space, which can just be shifting it to the right and it will be fine, but I like how it looks. I don't like how this looks. This looks awful. Never looks nice to do it wiggly. I'll get that there. The ratios might not be good. But yeah, this is a, wait, where's the byproduct? It was in this step. Okay, so the byproducts here will all collect in there. I could probably just build a different, I could just scrap stuff close by. Because I have all this space in this block. Bad plans. Yeah, the issue is this side is now a nightmare. So if this was running here, I would need to have that connecting there. Which there's ways I could make this work. I could have a split, have a splitter here with an underground, but it's not underground because it's in space. Doing something weird and might be able to make it work, but that input there. Underground across. This output won't work. Unless it's... No, I don't think it's a good spot. It'll be on the upper side, which isn't the worst. It could work. Upper side, then place it on the lower side, then I can splitter to filter out. I guess I could let it run further. And then collect the outputs at the end. It'll be less than a belt. Ooh, but I have to collect most of this before it reaches here. Probably best to just move this whole central section over. Just give more space. It's gonna mess with the beacons. Put it far enough, it should be fine. That is awkward. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shouldn't go further than that. I can beacon that. Put it there. Hitting a beacon with a beacon is not a problem. It would be funny if it was. That's the central line. That is less nice than it used to be. Figure that out. I better to underground it. Again, it's funny that it's underground in space. Just clear that whole thing. It's fine, this whole thing needs to clean up. That's fine, that's fine. This is outputting, that's outputting to the right. This output needs to feed. The input there, it's running there. It's not going to connect fine, that's there. There's that. Which isn't too bad then. Can I copy this? The input belt is probably questionable. Why are those not matching? 1, 2, 3. That does hit that, so these are overlapping. This needs to be 1 over. I don't know why that wasn't there. Confusing. There's probably a reason. Should be fine. The input is a mess. That should do what I need. This can now be moved there. It is. Feels very questionable as a design, though. Then this will need to be dealt with going that way, which I can adjust. I can split it, which is silly, or I can just move this, that over, turn it that way, find the underground belt. Different now, but this will need to shift. shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait, no, that is not right. I don't have an input there. That's what was wrong. Because I didn't shift these to the left. That's why that was weird. Oh, that's not gonna work. They said that I need to shift to the right. Which is not gonna be quite as easy. Gap there is fine. Why? Oh, because yeah, okay. It's not symmetrical vertically. Oh, we should all be feeding just fine. So this should be copyable, but I have to adjust the direction. So just copy that. The most basic components. This might not work because this might be in the way. That's outputting to there. That does not look nice, but I think it... Oh, I think it's a necessary adjustment. That is not quite right. This needs to move. That's, I think, should be functional input and output. Very janky. Oh, maybe it could have been better if I just did it with bots. I don't know. Okay, look at the math. 3,000 per minute. 300 every 6 seconds, 50 per second with bots might be completely doable, but it would be a lot of bots, I think. Which would also be a lot of power. This is also increased to 400 megawatts, which I do need to adjust for. What's the power range on this? Not much further. is a pylon, which I can also do power. Yeah. Power supply should be fine. My construction bots are busy. It's almost full. I'm surprised it's not actually full. Cool. I guess it is. Vulcanite is incredibly dense. Okay, that doesn't launch. It doesn't fill up more than... Oh! Most important thing that I remembered is nuclear atomic bombs. 235 rocket fuel. Okay, let's check my 235 before I place that. I already placed it. Whoops. Oh well. I can make 19 atomic bombs. I don't have a rocket launcher to shoot an atomic bomb with. Assuming that's what I shoot it with. Better get to crafting it. That needs to be addressed soon. They're still doing it because I'm so bad. Okay. But I think this component is done. Oh wait, I still actually need to pipe the liquids. Which needs this. That's the output, which still needs to connect, but I think that's all put down. I'll probably miss something because I know myself well enough. These do not currently have a request chest. That is something that is missing, probably from all of them. Let's put it beside it. There and there. These requesters will need to be adjusted based on speed. Once the modules are in and it's all accounted for, I can shift click it in and then double it, and that should be fine, is my thought process. So this, all of this is crafting. I just need the data cards and the garbage. I need to set up the cooling and the crafting of those. This crafter will need to craft a lot to start, and then eventually it will slow down. It might call for another crafter for chemical gel to get it started. But 1, 2, 4 decontamination facilities, of which those are together, 2 are together, and 2 are their own thing. Scrap decontamination and cosmic water decontamination. And scrap. Okay, these will go close together. Not delete. And this last pair is for the polished data, which will need cosmic water that I'm going to feed it. Ideally from my existing system. can I make these? Limit that to a few stacks. Get that going gradually. So, this is the ugly step, I think. So the bad water comes from both of those. So it will need to feed in reasonably well. We'll probably do that, because it will look... do that even. With all the contaminated cosmic water all needs to go into these. Because there's only one... What is this? Oh yeah, one for both. Makes sense. Feed into those could cause problems, but I have space to put tanks in case it goes poorly. The contaminated garbage will go straight into a clean... an empty tank, which currently will be below. Put it there. The cleaned water needs to go back into this. That's the only place the cosmic water is being used. That needs to feed back into here, while also being leached off of by the scrap cleaning, which itself needs to feed into a tank, which means that I should really put it more like that. That water goes there. This hopefully prioritizes because it's there and it doesn't need much. If it doesn't, I'll have to put a pump to control it, but that won't be too bad. And this produces bad cosmic water that in turn needs to feed back into here, which works out pretty well. This has no physical items, this has physical items. That is fed there. That doesn't feed into the other side, so that needs to connect to that feed instead anyway. That might need to be adjusted. For now, it's fine. This creates scrap, which I deal with. Uranium, which I can figure out what to do with. I can just output that. Maybe this is a passive or active provider. Maybe that's when I should learn how to use those. But the scrap will get requested into the recycling there. Oh, I need roboports too. I need to figure out how to lay those out. But yes, scrap will be fine. I can set a requester for the uranium to get it out. I can put it in a storage chest. I can forget about it, and then it will cause me problems. Except for the fact that I supposedly am getting 0 items per minute. I'm getting such a small amount that it is functionally negligible. 0.1% for every 20 contaminated scrap. I should be getting I round it to 0.2 contaminated scrap per minute. 100 minutes per 20. 100 minutes for a 1% chance. For a 0.1, meaning every 1,000 minutes, I should get 1 uranium ore. So I can forget about that for a very long time until stuff scales, which won't be forever. It won't take forever. That's fine. I might want to move it somewhere better. Maybe up top. What? This makes the polished stuff. The polished stuff goes into a manufactory. to make the blank data cards, which then get fed in elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, even if I made 10 times as much, it would be 1 uranium per minute. It's so negligible. But actually, the material science stuff is like, it's... Is it that it's uranium in, uranium out? From the material testing packs, wherever those are? I should just look on here. Or does it not call for uranium? It's not even uranium in, uranium out. Okay. Just more going through, I guess. So this needs outputs. This is... Ooh, I need speed upgrades for the polishing. Speed. The rest doesn't need anything. Then I can temporarily plan to output with those. Oh, I'm silly. Oh, it'd be really cool if beacons affected inserters. It'd be weird. Ah. I mean, that whole chain is wild. With the physical... Oh yeah, the huge amount of contaminated scrap. Why do they get so much... Okay. Well, I guess they... The contaminated scrap is kind of a catch-all. So you heat the materials, you cool the materials, and it becomes contaminated, which in turn means uranium, despite the fact that it's just heating and cooling a metal. It's a bit funny, but it's whatever. It might make sense. I don't know. I'm not a materials scientist. Okay, I have outputs for that. I don't have inputs for it. I might want more than this as input. I have space. I can put it there and there. If I need faster inputs and outputs, I will move. I just think this looks better than having one here, one there. This has the output. This needs to pull the contaminated scrap. So, currently, this has... This has the science pack. This. I'm making the blank data cards. Ooh, I don't need to speed boost that manufactory, am I? No, because I don't have it placed down yet. Okay, so I'm missing the blank data. I have the polished data. Everything is theoretically laid out. This needs to be converted with a different type. I could use the manufactory to convert it. And then I can ditch speed upgrades. That's kind of nice. So now I need 2 more manufactories. One that is just kind of... they can both just kind of be here. That's fine. Then I can input from the... I wish I could tell what color these were a little more easily, but I think that's the input. Nope, that's the output. Red is... that. Okay. This will be my metal conversion. This will be my card crafting. Card crafting needs a beacon. So I just move it up to be in range of the beacon that I need anyway. Might as well move this down Okay. I think, other than the fact that I didn't finish this, it should work. I need the input for the cosmic water. It needs to come from somewhere. If I place it here, then I can have the cosmic water come down on the right side. But I could also bring it through there, which would be worse. That would be bad. I could also just take this whole section and put it on top or on the side. But I like it being contained by all the pipes. This will cause problems for me. But there will probably be issues. Astro... Oh no, space science. Let's call that. Space Science Mark 1. It looks so nice when it's not all blue shadows. Seeing actual colors is wonderful. Okay, create that blueprint. Make sure that I don't accidentally delete it. Put it here so I can't delete it. Then, can I turn that one off? Add a thing. Can I add super force build, right click open, copy contents, export to string. Is there a way to put this in a more controlled manner? Can I pin this? I could do this, which would be a bad idea, but... No, I can't, because then I can't hit escape. I need to get stuff needed for all of the machines onto a rocket. I have 30 slots. How are my speeds doing? Wonderful. Not enough. 1, 2, 300 is enough for the... Oh, I forgot a part. Not a part that's central to this, but I didn't add biochemical facility. I didn't add a biochemical facility for producing this, which is important. Oh goodness, this is the input, which means that I can put the biochemical facility kind of at the top, and that's best. Biochemical facility. It needs to be controlled by a tank. So I need to leave some space. This is producing the warm thermofluid. 25 Celsius is pretty warm. There. That's where that's going to input. The oil will be dealt with by another copy of that. But like completely dedicated because I'm lazy. And I can fix that later if I need to. Wow, actually. I might need to produce more of this, in which case... I don't actually need heavy... I only need the heavy oil. I don't actually need... Okay, that's petroleum. I can just dedicate that. I can set up another biochemical to make more chemical gel. long term, I don't need much chemical gel. This 8 per second. The intended long-term use is 44 per minute, which is a lot less. 48? That's not right. 48 or 480? It should be 480. 8 times 10 times 6, yeah. 480. It's significantly more than needed here, but I'll need a lot to get it started. So I think a second one of these is worthwhile just for the start. And then I can rip it out after. That's more useful. Requester chest. Oh, I need to set up. Oh no, it has the rest. Oh, it's just liquids. I forgot that was purely liquid. Gonna make another remote delivery. I like how flexible these are. It's very convenient. Yeah, that's the chemical gel that goes into here, which is low. Yeah. It's this that needs the requester chest. So the cosmic water will need to go to here and to here. So I will run it up over. It makes no difference. Run it out. I'll have to run it through there because this is not positioned for that. This is gonna have to cut across here because I did not plan this out. Because I'm actively planning it out now, so I could adjust. But that will connect cosmic water to something. This doesn't exist because I don't have materials for space manufactory. Can I fix this? Do I have a spare? Oh yeah, I don't need this to be crafting right now. I can turn this temporarily into a crafter for manufactories. Which I'm short on low densities and heat shieldings. I guess I'm setting up a couple more rockets. Because I'm gonna need extra low densities. So I might as well ship as many as I can right now. I'll even send in a few extras. It has Fire Planet going. It does start up again properly, which is good to be certain of. Feels quite quickly. This needs to be dealt with a little bit. Probably need to empty out this into a storage chest and then filter it all, but do I have any big... I do have big storage and passive providers. So take a big passive provider, plonk it down there, take this, paste that, move that. It doesn't need to be connected, so that's fine. This will move there. Nope. There. With the normal passive provider. Oh, this is bad. I could do this way better. needs to be emptied. Okay, this is filling. It needs a bunch of rocket sections. Rocket sections are currently restricted by control units. Control units. Are, I think, restricted by batteries. Yup. Batteries are not going because I'm out of sulfuric acid. I didn't expect out of sulfuric acid. I'm out of sulfur, which is out of sulfur, which is out of petroleum. I'm just not processing enough oil. That's always a fun problem. Much more fun than being bottlenecked on one material. Though the solution is just build more refineries, which isn't really interesting. Currently it is, okay, 45 minutes. I want to have one sign. I don't think I will have one sign for 45 minutes because I don't have enough construction robots. Wait, didn't I just ship up a bunch? Or did I? Yeah, they should all be in here. I do this. Do I have to go up there? I thought I could... No, I have to input them into here, which means I need a requester chest. Requesting... instruction bots. It looks like I should have the chest eventually. If I could boost the priority on that build, it would be nice. Oh, I guess I could do this. I could cancel all that temporarily until they build me this. And then I can get it back going. And now it will speed up. Wonderful. Good. Okay, science will not be done today because too many things got in the way. But I need to update the blueprint. Oh, we don't have the efficiency researched yet. Why? Because I need the Astro. Yes. So I can't actually do that anyway right away. Save blueprint. Does this account for the scaffolding? 4.3k. I think I have enough scaffolding. That's good. Pipes, I do not have enough. Yep. I'm actually a lot closer than I thought. I thought I only had a couple hundred. Space transport belts, I have enough. I have enough undergrounds. I don't know if I have a single space splitter. I'll have bots craft them. I probably need almost all of this. Supercomputer. Oops, don't do that. Supercomputer. Can I craft that here? No, because I don't have any space assembly machines. I can craft those here. I can craft space assembly machines here. I really should. And if I can, then I just sort of assumed I couldn't because they're a space material, which really made me think I just wouldn't be able to. Super computer. Okay, I can't craft that here. Is that clear here? Oh, because it's made. No, space assembly machines are made there. Supercomputers are made. in manufactories, so I can't do it. That's fine though. I do need more of these. Ooh. I'm out of those. Blue circuits are low. Because of, well, I'm using a lot, and my sulfuric acid is kind of in a shortfall. But here's my that. Can I just copy this and flip it? Let's find out. I need to be careful. I don't want to copy the bottom part of that. Copy to there. Flip it vertically. Need to keep an eye on anything that might complain. It should be fine. Nothing seems to be connecting incorrectly. Oh yeah, you can't walk between those. I just have to deal with the liquids at the top connecting with the main zone and connecting water. I just need to connect water at one point, and then it will be fine. I'll do it over here because then it's controlled. That feels very wrong. But this can adjust. I don't know how many pipes. They'll get over to me. I could do it here, but then I can't expand to the right. I can only expand a little further. Probably could have spaced this so that I could fit stuff, but I'll just place it there and there if I want them, which would be better than doing what I did. But I kind of felt like this was inevitable. I would want to do this connection eventually anyway. The worst one is this, because I can't see. I should be able to go here. I'm doing those just for safety. That should be connected just fine. Good. Now I can beacon them, and I hopefully don't need to increase the footprint of that ever again on this planet. Good. Now I'm out of crude oil. That is preferable right now. Because there's nothing I can do about that beyond finding more oil, which was what I was planning to do when I set up the artillery here. That artillery can keep it from being encroached upon, but it can't protect from direct threats. I do need to build a wall. That's okay oil yield. Important. Very, very important to remember. Atomic bombs. Time to blow some stuff up. Where first? Down here's been a problem for a while. These guys live here peacefully. I'm not gonna blow them up. They are very angry though. They're not happy. I could blow up some stuff over here. I should probably start somewhere where if I accidentally kill myself, I can recover easily. Which, if I follow a train track, that wouldn't be too bad. The most useful place to claim would be... Expanding up there is not hugely important, but it would reduce frequency of attacks. If I could cut down there, then I can get another controllable surface there and up here, and I can control that whole area, which is nothing of real value except for the oil. Oh, I just remembered the nukes when I was looking at for more oil, and now I'm deciding what I need to attack that will provide me with the most resources. Up here's pretty good, actually. There's oil there. It's fairly controllable. So I think I'm gonna go blow up a nest in this section. I can start with that, but that's not important. I need to go up. Because this... They can't cross there. That's crossable, but that's it. If I can control this section, it's stone, it's oil, it's copper. That's where I'm going. Time to blow some stuff up. I just have to not die. Time to explode stuff. You got back just in time. I have no idea how these work. I never felt they were worth the effort because I never really needed them. I assume I just hit space to attack like normal. That's important to blow up. I'm gonna target one of these big guys. I've never actually even... I'm gonna space use an atomic bomb. I'm gonna stay away from that. Oh yeah. That's pretty effective. This is like a original spawn nest. Like very funny nest. Oops, that's a railgun. Just be careful. I do think that's quite effective. That's pretty good. I need to not get hit, because if I get hit, I die. That's quite pleasing. It's not a nightmare to get rid of anymore. Okay, in the middle. It's pretty, crazy. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Switch to a gun. I'm not dead. I might die there. Be careful. Okay, run away. Yeah. I mean, I still loved Spidertrons in Space Age. Just having them laser things to death and be like super capable. Oh, what are these guys gonna try to do? But this is pretty quick. Like, that was what... Oh, it leaves a permanent mark on the... I'm assuming it's a permanent mark on the map. Unless you do something to clear it, maybe. But, like... Ah. I didn't even consider Spidertrons with nukes, because I guess they do have rocket launchers. That sounds like a good time. Oh, it sounds really fun. Okay, I have that nest to take out. That nest, that nest, that nest. Then I can get to work on walling that off, and I can claim all of this. Truly, the Factorio engineer is a definitive, like, evil on this world. Oh, I gotta be careful. If I fall, like, I'm doomed. I mean, the Spattertrons blowing themselves up is pretty funny, too. Okay, I'm safe. I kind of wish you could, I don't know, launch the nukes via artillery. But then it's, I don't know, it's a lot safer to do it that way. In theory. And where's the fun in that? Okay, I think that's it. Weapon, oh, that's very good. That's very far, but yeah, I think that entire area is now pretty much contained. I just need to build a wall, and then it can be its own little safe zone. Once I wall there off, this whole area's been eradicated. That was quick. Like, I could clear this out in a similar amount. It's so quick. It's wonderful. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go blow these guys up. Oh, they're gone. What? Oh. They're really angry. They just like partying, I guess. Ooh, yes. I bet lasers, whatever those are researched under, must rely on energy? Because energy feels important for that. Heavy assembly, Nakium. It's not the Nakium stuff. It's definitely underneath the energy research, in part. No, it's not. Oh, energy beaming? Central building that generates an intersurface energy beam can be used as a weapon or to transfer power to an energy beam receiver. Requires attached energy beam chamber and connected energy beam injectors. Beam strength is based on the number of injectors. That's pretty cool. So it's, oh yeah, Astro Science material. Astro for aiming it across or between celestial bodies. Energy because obviously energy. And I guess material because you need the material to be able to launch incredible amounts of energy. Or launch is not the right word. Fire? Incredible amounts of energy. Okay, I also need to get these out of this inventory. Am I short on logistics? Oh wait, no, this isn't logistics enabled, so obviously they can't do that. I thought they could, but I confused myself. Which, like, makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's not in the right spot. I'm gonna have to deal with that eventually. I'm gonna pick up that. Then do... temporarily just grab all of these. And that will filter this out for now. It'll fix my current... Oh, it is grabbing it. It just wasn't happy before. Okay, now it's doing the construction bot. Just took a long time. That's not ideal. Okay. But if I can use this to pull out the... Well, the data storage is supposed to be in here. This shouldn't go up here. That is its own problem. This will request all of my ingots, which is 2,400. Is a full chest. Hopefully that draws it from here. It's not a provider. Okay, it does still take it. Good. That's what I was pretty sure happens, but that's the easiest way to get this sorted out. I also want vulcanite, which will be double 9,600. Okay. That's enough of that getting distracted again. If I look at this, I should be good, and if I cut it and move it up here, that should be fine to get started. And then they'll start complaining. $2.2K missing. None of this is in power range, which is good. I don't want any of this powered yet. I do, however, need it to be in reasonably within Roboport range. I'm not going to worry about it being perfectly Roboported. Oh, those can't go there because those don't have power. There, I need one in the middle. Right. That should be enough for Roboports. I can lay out the power later. But I do need the power. I do need the power to get to the Roboport so that I can actually connect. That one I can start with. And then I can run down the right side. Then I can figure out what I'm missing. Am I missing fewer? Oh, because these only one is in range. Thermofluid. Yes. Gel. Data cards. Scrap. Yeah. Currently, the thermofluid, I positioned it in a location where it can work with other stuff. The gel is temporary, but I have space to build it proper later. The gel's a little weird. The data card stuff might need to be adjusted if I move away from robots. But this big array is planned at the very least. That will connect there, that'll be fine. It will consume power, which I will need to address. I probably need to just do this. Set up the space manufacturer as a requester here. Oh, I need cosmic water, so I can't do that there. Do I have a crafter for that? No. I'll have to deal with this soon. Yes. I love the idea of space elevators. I'm looking forward to eventually being able to work around them. That's janky looking. But if I don't actually have a way to get cosmic water down here yet. I have cosmic water here. If I had another underground, I do have another underground. Nope, wrong button. I can underground there to there, then underground the liquid to get it to here. Ooh, I have to be careful about that. That's annoying. Yeah, it's interesting the way stuff will have to be addressed. Oh, I don't have... Okay, I don't have substations in space. That's very reasonable. It really... The value of the... Like, it really feels like the different beam side... I'm gonna need to address coal soon. The different beam sciences, except for bio, really... Ooh, that's empty. What is that? Copper? That's not good. I'll have to look into that. The beam sciences all seem like there's clear, like, value in pursuing their early researches, like energy. Get energy 1. Working towards these pylons, which does need Astro. Like, working towards these convenient pylons is wonderful. Like, pylon substations seem like they'd be so nice. The Astro, because it has like, a few important components. Hypercooling 3, what's hypercooling 2? Oh, it's okay. Like the reusability, better shipping, better flying. I still don't know why Astro gets the cryo gun. That one feels a little disconnected. Yeah, like they all feel like material has some obvious value that I can't list off the top of my head because I can't think of it. But there's a lot of... Each has a solid proposition. Is something broken? Copper here, loading there. Is my copper ore running out? It shouldn't be. I mean, this one's kind of low. I still have more ore that I could mine here. This one's almost run out. That one was not being mined. That's iron. I definitely need more copper. Oh, this has basically ran out, yeah. That's finally dead. I should switch that to shut down. I should put a... I should make an interrupt, or see if I can make an interrupt that is... If station name is shut down, then go to delivery or something. Figure out if I can do that. I think I just need more copper, which is not a huge issue. I don't know. I think actual copper planets, I don't think there's currently an amazing one. I can work some copper in Cinza with my vulcanite. As this actual copper planet, it's waterless. Could I do oil and copper? Oil's not great in waterless, I think, but it might have enough stone that I could process copper here. And I don't actually have any other dedicated copper planets. Wow. Oh, because I'm not including planets, I'm only including moons. Oh my goodness, I hate this. Okay. Include moon. Include planet. And that should be everything? Okay. I feel like I'm missing out on... Okay, control left click to show all zone types. Remove the stars. Remove the orbits. Moon orbits and planet orbits removed. Can't actually have a dedicated any other copper, pure copper planets. Asteroids. That's the... It has... Asteroid Belt 1 has decent copper. Asteroid Belt 2 has very good copper, but is harder to ship to, if I understand correctly. Because you have to go through the asteroid belt, and that's bad. I'd have to actually scan this to have proof that it has good copper. So I'm not just going to trust that. Arrow. This scan is weird. It doesn't look like it's doing it in the same circular manner. Oh, is it a belt? Like it's gonna be a big circle? Is it gonna be a whole thing where it's this tall and it's very wide? Except that it doesn't really fit with that idea. Cool. Oh, if they're infinite, then I'm not gonna scan it too much. I have to make sure that I stop the scan eventually. I assume it controls itself reasonably well. But currently I need 30 telescopes, a lot of pipes, inserters, hypercooler, a bunch of stuff that I don't think I can craft here. Space manufactory. There's ways around it. I do think this whole crafting in space is very... Obviously, a bot mall. Great. There's certain things about the crafting in space that is kind of annoying when you're just setting stuff up initially. Oh, I did put this there, okay. That needs heat shielding and cosmic water. And the pipes can't craft here because I don't have the manufactory. Copy that. Break it. They'll move to here. Hopefully. There's a lot of stuff to take out. Please build this for me. Thank you. And get crafting those. Then craft that of underground belt, and this will save me effort later. But I have to keep an eye on that Astro belt. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Well, I'm gonna stop scanning. That's a lot of barrel. I want to stop scanning. Oh wait, no, the spaceship. That's the other thing that's big about Astro. I want to find one good copper deposit, and then I'll stop it scanning. Not that it's great for copper, but it's better than Nauvis. $11 million barrel. That is a lot. It's basically useless, I think, but that's incredibly concentrated. This would cover the whole thing. I'm pretty sure. The ions, yeah, the ion stream was a utility science. There's something energy-based after it, but the stream itself is already something I can make. Not really the best for copper right now. Yeah, it's because of this. As a launch energy when full, 40 gigajoules. It's a fuel. Guess it's filling up. It's going kind of slow. It's fine. It's not slow. I need to add everything I need. Is there a better way to do this? The worst part of this is figuring out all of these. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's crafting. Oh, it actually did do the modules. Cool. Belts are fine. Thermal radiators I need to work on. Telescopes. Okay. Write it all down by hand. A new sheet of paper to work with. Get everything organized so that I can. So, 90 rads, 30 telescopes, 9 coolers, 7 computers. The decontaminations I can do here. 4, which I should still write them. 4 decontam. 4 I don't know what they're actually called. The manufactories might be what they're called. Those are fine. 2 biochems. This is a nuisance. I should maybe have the delivery cannons already. Yep, I do have the delivery cannons. I do not have space ones, but those are what I'm crafting. Force from the belt to orbit. Yeah. I could... Yeah, what is even the best... I guess the only way to get it down... Like, if the spaceship... If it's easy to get from orbit to orbit, that's fine. Orbit to planet, needing a rocket is its own issue. Oh, yes. I did not copy that, did I? Oh, no. The delivery cannons... Yeah, okay, the delivery cannons need this, which will need to connect to that. Thank you very much. I probably would have caught it after it exploded. I guess I can connect this. How am I gonna connect that? That's gonna have to be its own... It's gonna have to be its own signal. Or is it? No, because the delivery cannon is... I haven't messed with the flexibility. I don't know how flexible delivery cannons are. Yeah, you have to pick a position. So I'll have to set up another set of cannons, which means having another set of transmitters and receivers is not bad. Transmitter. I don't think I have that on the space area. We're in space. That will be copying that, flip it vertically. I guess I could copy even further down. Copy to there. Copy, flip it. Don't trust these. I actually do my best to make sure those can't fire accidentally. This will request remove that. Those are fine, they need to be powered. Circuit controlled appropriately. This is petroleum, which is that one. Then this one is heavy oil. That one. And those will need a new signal receiver with a red connector. And that's just being used to link the signal. Those should be controlled. That was one too close, that's fine. I don't have those automated. Transmitters and receivers. They are they space? No. Oh, they're logistics, for sure. I definitely don't need more than like 20 of them. These should craft just fine. I'm gonna run out of some of these current resources, but I'll craft a few. I'll send a transmitter up into orbit. Why did I make this a buffer chest? Probably because I was out of normal chests? Normal requester chests? Okay, that is low because it's out of copper, because my entire copper thing is not moving. That's loading. That's sitting there with nothing to fill. This can be connect. That's terrible looking. Okay. You actually need one in the middle, which is annoying. But ooh, that's gonna be a lot of issues. That's gonna cause spiders to crash and into my wall. The laser turrets will shut down. I'm gonna turn that off now. Hopefully I've found some copper. The biggest is 1.1 million. That's not a lot. I guess it's... the numbers make sense? That it's higher frequency than Nauvis, but it's only 50% more size. 70% more richness. 70% more richness, but it, like, despite supposedly higher size, it's limited by the size of asteroids, maybe? Okay, do I think I ditch proper procedure. Restriction going to the right. That doesn't look right, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Like, if I could find a nice copper patch, it would be super beneficial. But it didn't want to cooperate. That's fine. Clear that. We don't have all the materials for this because I didn't actually plan this. I'm just gonna connect this in janky to this path, which doesn't have a turn off, but it only needs to go that way for now, and it will run out. I just need actual copper production now. Because without copper, I am not making important materials. What is that running to? Running there to refill something, maybe? Actually, has this kept running? Ooh, that's actually pretty full. I might have to manual that one more time. Oil's fine, everything else is fine. Uranium is one chest of uranium. Yeah, everything else is a non-issue. So, a bunch of drills, which are crafted down here somewhere. And I can also pick up some more nukes, which are limited severely by the uranium-235. I could fix this. I actually do think, with the addition of... is this in bot range? It is. With the addition of the collecting it to make nukes, I think having it loop is necessary. There it is. I'm about to give up on finding these. Grab all that, why not? Okay, a lot of stuff delaying. science. I definitely have not gotten one science today. I was hoping I would. Or one science pack. Oh, I didn't bring the productivities. Because I didn't notice them on the list. 209 productivities. Oh, it is in craft range, just barely in reach. Or construction range. So current limitations in space are all of the main components. I could probably get a decontamination built. Wherever that is. Oh no, decontamination can't be built here, can it? Because it's the life support. The decontamination has to be built in space. I'm looking for tier 2. It's its own struggle. All the components needed to craft all of that need to be shipped up. I have to convert the actual pieces into components, and it's a nightmare. If I treat this as 4, this is from the blueprint. Just copy it every time because it's still faster than using the blueprint. Okay, I'm gonna build a station in the worst way possible. Actually, I was going to... I could just do a terrible retrofit station. That will be the easiest option. Running all the belts over will be kind of silly. I should probably just get the accurate amount of belts needed. I probably don't need 4 to run the whole way. I think this will be the simplest initial test. Do all of them at this point. It's just belts. They are out of belts? Yes, they're not. They're out of power. Other one had basic inserters still. Wow. Took me a while to tear that out. So I'll fill that up. While they're filling up my inventory, I can look at this. Figure out what's missing. That won't connect power-wise. If you've done that, it's gonna connect eventually. Most of those are fine. The pipes are a problem. I can probably start figuring out power, given that I can't actually do anything with it. It's not going to drain any power since I can't actually build the substations, can't be placed, so nothing will be wasted. Not that the power is actually wasted, but it won't be a needless drain. Like that, and put that there. Is anyone up here? We've done a lot more to make this the layout of the power better. I'll deal with making sure stuff's connected properly later. That should generally be the power. Okay, that's something I can add to the storage as well. I must have been doing casting machines, and I never put away last time. I'm here to pick up a bunch of stuff to put in my spaceship. The thing that I'm looking for is power. Specifically, power that I thought was up here. There it is. I'll bring a few of those. Substations, I don't need drills. I will need a bunch of beacons that I do not believe are currently in space. Rather have a few extras. Unless the landing chance gets worse. My earlier failure was a 0.8% chance. Rough. Unless you fill it with more cargo and it's more likely to crash. That's very unlucky. That needs to be improved, but it can wait. Oh, I can do... Other than the fact that I'm making atomic bombs, I could do nukes, nuclear fuel, for my trains. I think the loop is necessary to keep it moving. How's the chest going? Good. Doing well. Sidetracked copper. I needed belts. I should have the belts now. I should have the electricity. Okay, if I get this copper set up, that might be the time to call it for today. Leave that for a moment. Might need to plan a little more for the Astro's mostly there. I just need all the machines, which either means knowing all the pieces and just sending an excessive amount and hope that it's enough. This is now a pickup. And this should help a little bit. Okay, I think these belts are all... It might clear up, but it seems like it's probably best to run all the belts. This belt is bad. It does not make use of the entire other side. It does mix well with the bottom though, which kind of balances it out overall. But is there any research I could actually be doing right now? I could research the material, I could research iridium heat shielding, which is not bad. It's fairly cheap too. Might as well get that out of the way, and then braking force. Capacity bonus. Okay, so the copper's moving. That's what I wanted. I think the only thing, beyond discovering that it's all wrong, the only thing blocking science production right now... I don't have any of those. Not ideal. The only thing blocking the science production right now is the fact that I don't have all the materials figured out to ship them to space. Which means that before I next play, I need to spend time making sure that I have all the materials I need accounted for, set up to be requested, and probably more speed upgrades, but really just all of these and the... I might turn this... Types are limited by the copper. Copper is a mess. This all needs to be cleared out. We need to move stuff around. Oh, wait, did I ship those yet? No, they're still in here, aren't they? Oh no, I must have shipped them. Are the big buffer guys in the storage? I take those out. I'm going to hit Q. Turn this into a buffer. And then I set it to request like various things that I move into it. Which I need to make sure it's the correct things, which is a real pain. Oh no, not that. Maybe it needs to be more than 200 requested, but copper. Efficiency modules. Copper, efficiency modules, solar panels. Iron, sulfur. This is probably not the best way to handle this. Sulfur. The rough data. And plastic. I don't know why there's so much coal in here. I must have put it there manually? Weird. Oh, I could do mining productivity too. Get to work on 5,000 for that. But, other than the fact that this is... that shouldn't be there. Other than the amount of stuff that's in here that shouldn't be in here, I think this being a buffer chest is good. Because it means that if I need stuff requested, it can go there. And I can also, when this empties of something, and I store it in a different buffer chest, just to deal with short-term issues, I can avoid worrying about it. These should be efficiency 3s? That seems unlikely. They're efficiency 1s, right? Yeah. Efficiency 1s is 2,400, just to get that out of there so that this can be tidied up a bit. The slate things can be moved, the rough data storage. Rough data, they're 100, which means it's 4,800. That will pull it out of there, which is good too. That's very helpful. Probably leaning too much on buffer chests, which will cause its own issues. Need those to not be in the way though. Okay, the copper is its own issue. Copper can go here as well, and that should be the last one that's causing me problems for now. Except again, it's all in the storage because the rocket crashed. Okay, I don't have enough of those can be shipped up. I can try to ship like 200 of them so that I don't have to ship anymore for a while. But that's restricted by low density. Low density is restricted by copper. Yeah, correct, it was copper. I'm glad I wasn't just completely off base. Plastic's not moving because I don't have enough petroleum. Petroleum's not moving because I don't have enough oil. I don't have enough oil because Nauvis is not a very good oil planet. But I can connect more later. Right up here. I have to build a wall and contain the area, but that can wait a bit. 3 worms, that's fine. Okay, the entire area is clear, so I can contain it as long as nothing spreads before I do. That's gonna wait. I love the sprawl. It's wonderful. This keeps this clear. So I have 2 oils that I can connect relatively easily. And I should do soon. This is messy. It's functional, but it's messy. I also might need a little more copper, which I need to connect over here. And there's copper up here as well. So 2 copper places that I can connect to. I can get core mining. A lot of stuff I can do on Nauvis. But the biggest actual... Oh yeah, that's not crafting because I don't have a crafter for that. The biggest actual sticking point is that I don't have all the space stuff I need. I have one of those. That's restricted by that. Let's craft a few more, and then I can pick this up, use it to build more stuff. Did I physically put all these items in this one? I must have. Funny. So I'm gonna pick that up, get that reconnected. Build this, please, robots. Robots, where'd you put the space thing? Where did you put my assembling machine? Did you put it in storage? No, because it would have shown up there. I don't have any new space summon. What? Oh, did they put it in here? They did. Oh, that's where they all went. Fair enough. Turn that off. Remove that. All the pipes. No, the pipes are right there. Oh, I actually request it. Silly me. Okay, now this can connect to here. Which will start populating, we'll start filling stuff up. Ideally I want to start filling this faster, but I can't. The radiator needs to be built in space. A lot of stuff that just needs to be built in space. Currently, copy that, break it, hope they build this one. Nope, they built this one. Please build the one I want you to build. Please build. Please build this one. You're building that one? Really? Okay, temporarily. There has to be a better way to do this. Well, the better way is to not cause this problem for yourself in the first place, but okay. I need this to switch to crafting these again. With a lot of heat shielding. I do not have enough power to support this once it's enabled. But I should stop. Before I start tomorrow, I will do my best to get all the numbers that I need, set a request for all of them, have it all get filled into my spaceship, and then that will be not spending an amount of time calculating each supercomputer and each telescope and everything. It's just simple multiplication. Kind of wish... It feels like there must be some way to do something involving that in here. Because there's some sort of component description somewhere in... There's something mentioned. The mark recipe is done. There was some useful reference. No floor items, ingredient, there was something that suggested there's something that I'm not aware of. But I will stop, I will figure that out, I'll have the numbers, my bots will start fulfilling the orders. As they're fulfilling, I can get oil and copper on Nauvis. I'm not going to go to another planet now just to get copper. I should do that after I get this science started. Which, if I do that, it would probably be here, because that's good copper. It's a lot of copper. 27 million in a smaller patch is always funny. I can get a lot of copper. I can get copper ingots, molten copper, pyroflux, copper ore. Pyroflux needs sand. Sand is the only kind of worry here, but I have some stone that I could probably work with. So it shouldn't be too bad. If I want, let's say for every 525,000 copper ingots, I need 7,000 sand. Which means I need 2.3k stone. Which 50 times, I think 25,000 should be 50 times 500. Let's double check. 50 times 500. So yeah, that a rocket, every rocket of copper ingots would only be 2.5k stone. Which is not a lot. That's sustainable. I'll have to ship vulcanite there alongside stuff to ship it back. I could probably make a ship. I could do the math, probably, to piece together the ratio of vulcanite to packed rocket parts to cargo pods per rocket to send there, to send X amount back. That's probably very doable. Do it based on slots, because this is 3.5 slot in a rocket per rocket back. So it's 3.5. I'm now doing this and I shouldn't, so I should stop, but briefly. 3.5 to 5, 3.5, 20, and 1. So each rocket back is 24.5 slots, not including the recovery from the rocket going there. Which would then be 500 divided by 24.5. It's like 20 times that. Yeah, 25, 20. So 20 rockets worth of components going out in one rocket can bring me, I can get 20 rockets back. That's very simple, other than the huge upfront on the rocket parts. Okay. Future. That's the future. So, I'll stop here for today. The science should be moving tomorrow. I hate math. Okay, so if I... Oh, no, productivity. So wait, productivity's not here. Oh yeah, the productivity on these steps to get more from the stone. Let's say I go full productivity 3s, which is not realistic. I also kind of disregarded the 10,000 casting machines that this calls for, but that's it. That is 25,000 per minute. These numbers are not relevant for that. This number is all I should be looking at right now by productivity and all this. It's only 1k stone to the rest. And 4k, which... Oh, that's really good. That's a very good ratio. That is perfect. So instead of 3.5, it's 2. 2, which brings it to 23. Which I don't think greatly increases the number of rockets returned, but it is more efficient, and it is also a perfect number. That's very... These numbers are great. But these numbers are worthless. These numbers are the only thing that matters for ratios. Yeah, that will work very well. I'll have to set an actual target copper production. Which I guess I can do one thing real quick. Copper. I use 5,000 copper a minute, which would be 500 ingots per minute. And that's probably restricted by other factors. So if I aim for 1,000, I might want more than that. I don't know. If I aim for 1,000, I should probably aim for a belt number. That might work better. 1,000 per minute is not that bad, except for the fact that these need to be beaconed to not take 8 centuries. This is not what I should be doing right away, though. I don't need that to be sped up, but... This will be good. I could double that, probably, without it being too much. But, what are the belts? 3.4... It's just gonna be the unit. 3.4 pumps. Aim for 1... Oh no, amount of belt. 1 blue belt per minute, which would be 2.7k ingots per minute, and that wouldn't even be that bad. But that's a step further. That's something I'm going to do after I have the the Astro science working, which is achievable, and then research will start. Once research starts, I'll leave that as queued because I'll forget. Once research starts, it will help with cargo rocket efficiency. I could do more swarm safety research, it wouldn't be bad. But there is a bunch of stuff I can research, but I need the science to make progress. Science is restricted by numbers that I just need to get shipped to space. I'm not going to spend the time doing that amount of math right now, so I should stop. And it's already 40 minutes past when I should have stopped, if I want to keep a proper schedule. So, I will stop here. I'm glad I got to use the atomic bomb to blow up aliens. It was the most eventful part of the day. Yes. Thank you for hanging out and chatting and watching in general. I hope everyone has a nice night, day, etc. I always get distracted by something that I notice. That this is red belts for some reason instead of like blue. But have a nice night, day, etc. Bye-bye. And yellow belts. Very weird.